What's up? What's up?
You definitely beat the record for the most punctual guest.
Hey, you better ask somebody about me.
Listen, I have had some punctual guests, but you are like you. As I clicked on, you clicked on.
Yeah, I'm here. You sending my clients about me.
So I wanted to tell you thank you for finally stopping ducking me.
Oh no, I want duck you. I just be busy. Don't take it as a duck now. Don't take.
I'm just joking. I know you. I know everybody is busy, and I really appreciate everyone taking their time out to sit down for however long and answer the fans' questions. We really appreciate it. So I'll start off with asking one of my questions, and then I'll get right into the fans' questions. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So tell us how you got started being into cars, and what eventually made you settle on. I know you have a variety of cars, but what made you come to the conclusion you want to have a box?
Okay, I'm gonna break it down real. I'm gonna try to do it quick for you.
No need to. You got a whole hour.
Oh, okay. All right. So you said what got me into cars?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I just been fascinated with cars since I was younger. I was born and raised in Chicago until I was like 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My granddad had a couple of box Chevys. Now that's what started it off.
Mm-hmm.
And then just being there in the summertime and seeing all the guys, the D boys and the boys with the money, they coming through in them clean box Chevys. And I always said when I get able to get me one, I'm gonna have a box Chevy. And that's how the box Chevy idea started. And I bought it into fruition. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and get right into the fans' questions. So, of course, your Memphis people had to weigh in, and we'll talk about a couple of those questions offline that they asked.
All right.
So the first question is, what made? Excuse me. Can't even get it out.
My music ain't too loud, is it?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
Have you thought about what your next project will be after finishing the OBS?
Yeah. I know. Well, I'm not getting any more cars.
Okay.
No time soon. You say I got a whole hour, so I'm gonna talk about this right quick.
They want to know what would it be. That's the other part to the question.
Okay, if I was to get another project, it would have to be a 75 Vert Caprice.
So you want to get in a dunk game?
I've been wanting to dunk, but I just know what it's going to take to get in that game, and you got to know what you're doing when you get ready to get in that game, right? So I would have to. I was on the limb about a month ago. I was about to sell my Chevy. Until a couple people, especially my wife and my daughter, talked me off of the limb, off of the ledge. I was gonna sell it and just buy me a grandma clean dunk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Start from there, but they talked me down, and so I was like, man, I ain't gonna get no more cars. But I am getting another project, but a lot of people not gonna like it because I'm in some 4-wheelers and stuff too. I be going hunting and all that. So I'm gonna give me another project on the ATV side. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, but eventually we could be looking for you to have a dunk.
Yeah, it's still on my list. One day I will have me a 75 Vert for real.
And is it gonna be one that's gonna, like you said, grandma clean, or is it gonna be you gonna like?
I want it. When I say grandma clean, that mean I want to start with a very clean foundation, like no rust, all the pieces there, all the emblems, so I can have a good foundation to start it. Because with a dunk, if you starting from like getting one from the graveyard trying to bring it back, man, my bank account ain't set up like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather spend me about $20,000, $25,000 and find me a clean foundation and go from there. It'll be smooth selling for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I grew up in Florida, like seeing dunks since I was a little kid, like a little girl. 2-3, like with the rims, all the like how Florida people do it. But as I moved over into selling parts, the G-body parts, and because I'm so cool with so many people, I try not to get into selling dump parts, but I have kind of wafted over there. And just for the trim, you know, it costs a ticket.
I already know.
So me, I'm gonna stay with the G-body. You couldn't pour and dunk on me.
Oh, okay.
At all.
Okay.
Because I know what it's gonna take.
Yeah. And I'm not no, you know, I ain't finna sit here and fake and flaws like, yeah, I'm gonna give me a dunk and I'm gonna do this and that. No. When I do it, it's gonna be a calculated move and it's gonna be done right. You know what I'm saying? All my pieces gonna be in order. And I'm gonna get one.
No, you know you rich. Everybody rich on the internet, right?
No, you can check all my posts. You can check all my posts. It ain't no what the young guys say. No cap over here.
I tell people all the time, I just moved out of being 100-aire to being 1,000-aire. Yeah. So I'm not, the way my bank account set up, I can't do it.
Yeah. Like me, I had that Chevy. You know, people be asking me how long it's been. I had this Chevy for 12 years. It went through so many little phases. You know, I didn't do that overnight. You know, I'm glad I got a car that a lot of people like. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about the phases that the box went through.
It really, when I bought it, it was Grandma Clean. It's an 87 LS Brougham. Had original 305 in it when I first got it. Only had like 53,000 miles on it. Bought it from an older white guy. Of course, at first I had an ENG grill on it. That was two of the first things I did. I put an ENG grill on it, and I put a sunroof in it. Then I got around to doing a digital dashboard, and then I put the top of my dash pad. I had them in the fiberglass and painted the color of my car. Now a lot of people like that, and I think a lot of people jumped on that once they saw me do it. And I ain't saying that to say nobody copied out me or nothing, because I like to spread the love. I like to see people do things, especially if I did it. You know, that means I inspire somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, then I put the music in it, and the system that I have in my car is actually, I looked on YouTube. It's 9 years old, my system, and it's still banging. The guy that put my system in came back yesterday. We finna do a little maintenance on it just to bring it back up to par. You know, as far as the power and all that. And as far as rims, I think I'm on like my seventh pair of rims. My seventh set of rims. I went through the regular rims. I went through that phase. I had 22s on there first. Then I went up to 24s. Then I went to 26s. Then I went to 28s. Then I went back down to 26s. 26-inch 4Gs now. Now I'm stepping out of the regular rim game. I finally got my paper up. You see what I'm saying?
Now you on internet rich.
I got internet rich then. I got internet rich. I was able to give me a brand new set of 4Gs. So we went from the 4Gs to I think I went. Hold on. Yeah, I went 2, 4s, 6s, 28-inch Diablos. Then I went down to 26-inch 4Gs. And then I jumped back up to Rucci. But I only rode Rucci's for literally like 30 minutes. That's something we have to talk about offline. Okay. But I rode Rucci's for 30 minutes, and I sold those, and now I'm on SD Sandman's, the SD Forge wheels. That's my guy. That's the only rim I put on my car from now on. I said it, I stamped it, man. SD Forge, and now I'm on the copper 28-inch Sandmans with the 7-inch lift, all the copper accessories and all that. And pretty much, I sold the first dashboard I had. Now I got the VHX in it. And I did an LS swap, because it seems like periodically, as I have the car so long, I get kind of comfortable with it, so I have to do something to it.
Right.
To keep me interested in it. So that's when I did the swap. I put a 5.3 in it with a 4L60E. I did the rear end. I did all that. You know, it's just a cruiser. It's not, I don't be around here trying to burn rubber or race or nothing like that. I just like to look nice coming through with the AC on. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much all I did. I got it painted too back about 7-8 years ago. I got it painted.
Have you ever thought about? Because we know you probably didn't keep all the receipts, but have you ever thought about how much you put into the car?
I didn't keep all the receipts, but I can guarantee you, just off the top of my head, and I'm not like some people. I'm not counting every set of rims that I put on it, But like how they cost sits now, I got about 25 grand tied up in it, 25 to 28 grand tied up in it. The way it sits.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's not counting all the sets of rims you done been through. Not counting.
No, because just say, if I like when I had the Forgiatos on there, I paid. I think I got a good deal on them too. Shout out to Wonder down in Orlando. Man, I got that set of Forgies for like $5,300. I had them for like 4 years, and I sold them for $5,000. So
that's dope.
So I ain't gonna say what I paid for my Sandmans, right? But I put the money with it and bought what I got on there now. But when I say I'm not counting everything, I ain't counting the money I paid for the Forges and the price I paid for the Sandmans. You gotta subtract what I got for the Forges. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got some people I think they be adding oil changes, spark plugs. You know what I'm saying? I think the gas they put in the car. So the way my car sit out there right now, I think I got between 25 and 28 grand tied up in it.
Right. That's low, because I just knew you was gonna say way more than that.
No, that's what I think, like off the top of my head.
Cause that's a clean piece of machinery. I'm gonna tell you. Let me say this. It take Box Chevy World to tell you this, and so please don't get offended. I'm gonna tell you about when I first met Box Chevy World.
Okay.
I was in Texas 3-4 years ago, and I said somebody. I was walking around just meeting everybody because I like to try to go all around the country and meet people. So I walked up and I was just introducing myself. I think BG was standing there and some Skywalker, some of the other guys, and I didn't know who Box Chevy World was. I knew the page, but I didn't know what he looked like because you try to keep yourself off the page. Yeah. So I walked up and he said, "Somebody told me you was gonna get a Box Chevy." I said, "No, they didn't. Them ugly shit. You won't never catch me driving."
Oh man. Oh, you ragging on the Box Chevy like that?
And Will Images said, "KP, that's Box Chevy World." I said, "I don't give a damn if that's Jesus. I would not drive a Box Chevy."
Hey, you just kept it real. You just kept it real.
And so to this day, we laugh about it. But the one thing I love about the car culture is dealing with people like Box Chevy World and you and a couple of the other Boost Doctor, Cut the Check, like a couple of the other people that I deal with in the Box Chevy game. It gave me a different respect for Box Chevys.
Right.
Now, what I said still stands, but I still respect them. Like I could look at them and be like, "Dang, that's a nice." You know what I'm saying? I actually got some boxes that I love. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if the people would loan me their car, I would drive it. But just buying one, yes, it is.
Okay. Okay.
So this is a great segue for the next question. Someone wants to know, in your opinion, what's the top 3 baddest boxes in the game?
Man, hey, that's a tough one. And I got a lot of homies. And I'm cool with all the Box Chevy guys that I can think of. And that's a hard question, but I'm gonna just say, man, that's a hard question. That's a hard question. I'm just because I don't want to leave nobody out. Just trying to name 3.
Well, just give us some honorable mentions. Just give us some people who you like. Dang, I like that.
Okay. honorable mentions, and let me put this out there. If I miss anybody, do not charge my heart, man. Cause see, people take what I say, man. They take it to the heart.
It ain't just you.
So I'm gonna say, man, it's hard, man. All right. We got out of Chicago. I got to start in Chicago because that's the box Chevy capital, right? We got in no particular order.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm gonna start with 815 motoring.
Okay.
When he put that ZL1 Landau together, back when we met, first time I met him was at Stunt Fest, I think 2014, 2015. Okay, we got him. We got Bag Talk. We got Big and Felicia. Man, we got Debo. We got my boy Truckload Slim. My boy Archie here from Memphis. Man. See, that's why I said I don't want to leave nobody out, man. Who else? Out of Chicago. I said Big and Felicia, right? Okay, of course the Henny Rose box, he sold it now. He don't own it no more, but I mean he wrapped it up. The Henny Rose box. What's the guy name? Sugar something. He got like the outrageous and gold Landau with the brown top with the gold forges on it. He be burning rubber.
You know you can't ask me that.
Oh yeah.
Somebody said somebody named Penny.
He's talking about my car.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you can't say your car. That's not fair.
No, I'm not gonna say my car. yeah, but that's just a few honorable mentions. I don't want to sit here and just take up the time, but
right.
It's a lot, but it's a lot of clean box Chevys out here. The homie Dwayne down in Florida. Man, I'm leaving a lot on. You got Mr. Hensley. You got his cousin. I keep forgetting his name, but it's I think it's Mr. Washington on IG. Hensley cousin is kind of like a candy red with the peanut butter top on it. Man, who else? Mr. Dunk Parts. Dunk Parts got a clean one. You know what I'm saying? I just love box Chevys. You know what I'm saying?
You just so all because you when growing up you were around box Chevys. That's what gave you the love for box Chevys.
That's what gave me the love for box Chevy. I still got a memory. I went live one day and I was telling people it was this box Chevy in Chicago. He used to come up the block, man, beating so hard. It was cream. Had like a dark brown canvas, sunroof, E&G grill. Had 30s and Vogues. We call them 30s and Vogues here. The 30 spokes. Man, I cannot get that picture out of my head, and I know I was like 9-10 years old when I first saw that car. So that's one of the things stuck with me. And like I said, my granddad had one up there too. Well, he had a couple, and it just stuck with me. That's one of my favorite cars.
So was a box Chevy your first car?
No. You'll be surprised. My first car was like a Mazda 323. I wanted a box Chevy, but I didn't have the patience. My mom gave me the money because I was telling her I wanted a car or whatever. I think my mom gave me like $1,400. Man, I could have easily went and found a box Chevy, but I had no patience. And my school bus driver used to sell cars. First car he showed me, I bought that little joint. I don't think it lasts like a year. It only lasts like a year, man. But I wanted a box Chevy though.
And then did you get a box Chevy? Still
didn't get one. I didn't get a box Chevy. Now I got that first car when I was like 16, 17. I didn't get a box Chevy until I got a box Chevy when I was 26. So I went through several. I had Buicks. I like Buicks for some reason. I had like 2 Buick Park Avenues, a Buick LeSabre, a couple Tahoes. I still own a Tahoe now. But yeah. I didn't get a box Chevy until I was 26 years old. I guess I had to get my paper up to get what I really wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's one thing I think people have to understand about. Like you talked about the rims. You said you just had rims. You know, it's nothing wrong with. You know, everybody got to understand. You gotta be in. You gotta stay in your lane, so to speak. Right. People say, well, you know, like I just bought a new car. People be like, you should put some these type of 4Gs or this on there. That I don't have a problem with putting whatever you want me to put on there. You need my cash out? Right. That's what you know what I'm saying? Like people feel the need to tell you what you should do to your car. Like my car, I've been working on my Monte Carlo. I got an 87 SS.
Didn't know that.
When your car coming out? When you go? You want to send me some money? It can come out quicker.
That's exactly how I feel. Rick Ross said it best when he was down there with Dunk Planet. He was like, you gotta respect a man at whatever stage in the game he's in. You gotta respect him, you know, because I wasn't able to just jump out there. So I started at each phase, you know what I'm saying? And so when I look back and see it, now I guess that's why I love projects so more. And if you look on my YouTube page, you see, if I catch a person that I actually see they are really working on their project. It don't have to be fast, but as long as they making some kind of progress. When I run across that person, I'm gonna start filming so you can see that car the way it is in the when you see the whole process. But like, man, hit me up when you do some updates. I want to come through so I can show people, man, because a lot of people start bring them from the graveyard and get them up to par and be looking real nice. I never bash anybody about their car. I was interviewing Tony Snow from Texas. I don't know if you, he got the C24. He got a short bed Chevy truck, and it's bad. But he was saying that one of the things that he hates that people don't do is be humble. People got to realize the money that some people put in these cars is people that can't eat. Right. And you able to play with $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 and just throw it at a project, and some people don't have nowhere to live. Right. You're right. So I always did respect him, but that gave me a whole nother level of respect for him, because these are things that I think all the time, but I just don't verbalize them. Right. I've always felt that way. Go ahead. No, you go ahead. Yeah, I've always felt that way because, like you said, one thing I don't pocket watch. You know what I'm saying? And I just respect what I see. If I see a man and he ain't got a paint job yet, or he hasn't moved up to staggered wheels yet, he don't have an LS, because the internet, you can't beat the internet. No matter what you do to your car, they gonna say what you could have did or what you should have did. That's why I do not pay attention to that. Because it's stuff I have on my car that some people may want, but it's a lot of stuff that I don't have. Right. Simply because I'm not ready to get it, or maybe I just can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing it at my pace. You know what I'm saying? Right. So this person said, at the same time, you can't judge a person. You can't judge a person's hand because they worked hard to get that 10K. I'm not judging them. All I'm saying is sometimes some people could be a little bit more humble about it. You know, like you said, don't bash a person because I couldn't afford to go spend $10,000, $15,000 on whatever you have. Don't do that to me, because I'm doing my best. Right. You know, so my best is my best, and that's all I can do right now. That's not saying I didn't work. That's saying I don't have $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to throw in my car right now. Right. And let me say this too. A lot of people got money to throw in cars, but I don't care how much money you got, but if you still ain't got a vision and got that flavor, it still come out looking like crap. You know what I'm saying? I can say that. I'm gonna say that. That's about the ones that got money to throw around. But I will never bash a man. I ride with people with no paint jobs, with the regular rims, man, smoking motors. I'm talking about I just love the car culture.
Right.
I never talk about them. I have them on my video, on my channel, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Cause just to motivate them. But like you said, man, it be a lot of people making sacrifices just because they seen somebody that motivate them, and they inspire them to try to get some things. But like you said, you never know. Them people might be missing a meal to save up for the E40. You never know. Yeah.
And one thing about me, I ain't gonna miss no meal to buy no 4G. I'ma eat.
Hey, you can tell I ain't missing no meals either.
So tell your followers a fun fact that they would be surprised to know about you. Some people have had some really good ones that we would have never known. Hollywood told us he used to skateboard.
For real?
He used to be a skateboarder.
For real? Hollywood? Hey, probably back in the day when he was like Lil Wayne size, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, a fun fact. Man, I don't want to get too. Oh no, I ain't gonna say that. Man, I don't know, KP. Let me think about that one.
Okay.
We gonna come back to it. I'm gonna think about it while we talking though.
All right.
We'll come back to it, I promise.
Do you have any plans to race your car?
No plans. No plans on racing my car, especially not my car. Now, if you see me doing any racing, it'll be in my truck.
Okay.
Because I got my truck, but I don't plan on getting on the track though. Like, cause that's a whole nother beast right there.
Oh, so you a street racer?
You catch me at the light or catch me on the expressway. But
you from light to light, or just
I'm a light.
Just
to light.
exit to exit.
That's all I am. I'm not a line up and run them, flag type of guy. No, I ain't none of that. But I love to see it though. I love street racing and I love big rim racing. Mm-hmm. But I don't care for the real race cars, the 4-second cars and all that. I don't much care for that. But rim racing, I love it.
Yeah, I don't like them funny things on the hood of the cars. Them hood scoops on them real race. No.
Yeah.
You know what it remind me of? Remember Sesame Street Snuffleupagus? That's what that remind me of.
Big Trump.
So tell us, what's the most important thing that you have learned throughout your time building cars and your time in the car culture?
The most important thing that I learned is respect. It's respect, and it goes both ways. Like from my end, being the guy that's putting the car together, I give respect to other people putting their cars together, and I also give respect to people that I'm trying to network with and spend money with and stuff like that. So respect, it goes all the way around. And when I say that, because, man, some of these shops and some of these people, man, they'll have you spending money. They'll get over on you. It's just, and that goes back to respect. You got to respect the man. So I learned that mostly is respect people. Because I want people to respect me, man. I'm holding up my end of the bargain, spending this money. Please hold up your end of the bargain. If you can't do this, tell me you can't do this. Or I hate when somebody get over on me, man. 9 times out of 10, I'll charge to the game though, but you would never. I'd never spend another dime with you, and I'd never send nobody else to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just respect.
That's really rough because, like you said, people. You never know. People could be spending their lives,
right? And
people actually, everybody don't make rapper money. Some of us work. You know what I'm saying? I was telling somebody, they was talking to me about something that a shop did to them. I said, one thing about us, when we say you better than me, you know that means.
Yeah.
Because I probably would have went over there and drove my car through that shop.
I've been in, I ain't gonna say I've been in, I ain't gonna say I've been in situations like that, but I don't want to get in one either, man, because when you playing with my money or my vehicle, man, I ain't gonna tolerate much Because I can't see how a man can take his car to I'm going to just say a painter. And a painter have his car for a year or 2 years when it's not the customer's fault. When the money's there, every time if you contact me saying you need something, you need a part or something, I bring it. So if it's not me holding you up, man, it don't take a year to build a car from scratch. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to respect. So I can do it, KP. Like you
I know people that say their car done been at the shop for 2 years, and I'm like, I would have been drove my car through the shop. They just gonna have to take me to jail. Yeah,
I got a trailer and a truck. I'm going to pick mine up, even if I gotta charge the money to the game. That because some people mess up when they pay up front or they pay half up front. You know what I'm saying? That's where they mess up there. Because a lot of people, I ain't gonna just say painters, but I'm gonna say at shops. No matter what they do. They robbing Peter to pay Paul. So that's how they get bagged up, and you get caught up in that circle. You know, so I couldn't do it. My car ain't finna sit nowhere that long for nothing. I'm gonna go pick it up. Yep.
How do you think people can avoid that?
How do I think they can avoid? Well, I don't know. Well,
because the thing is, you think you're sending your car to a reputable shop. Like I don't know nobody that said, "Oh, I'm gonna send my car to this BS shop." And there have been shops that I thought were reputable. This is the reason I stopped recommending shops to people. It's only a very few shops I will recommend to people all around the country, and I know a lot of shops, but it's only very few that I will tell somebody to take their car to, because in my head I thought, oh, this is a great shop. And then I hear something about that shop from a person that I know don't got no reason to lie to me.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that ain't right. Right. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, so when you said, how do I? Well, a lot of cases you can't avoid it. You just got to get caught up in it to know. But if you hearing things, take it. If there's some smoke, there's probably some fire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you still hearing things, man, it's probably just do your research and try to take it to the best shop you can. And like you said, sometimes you can't get around. You can't get around. But another thing people need to start doing when people doing bad or whatever, or try to get over on them, they'll say we wrong for speaking up. You know what I'm saying? If more of us speak up about the people that's out here BSing, it'll probably go a lot smoother. You know what I'm saying? You got to hold people accountable. But you know, like me, if somebody do me wrong, now I may not get on IG and just KP messed my car up.
I was finna say, because I ain't never heard you do that now.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do that. But like within my circle, or if people ask me about a certain person, like offline, I don't never take stuff to the internet like that. I don't name names.
Right.
But if somebody asks me, I'm gonna tell them, like, nah, man, bro ain't straight. You know what I'm saying? And if he got something, I can say, if I say it once, I can say it again.
Right.
Because by the time, if I'm saying that, he ain't straight, evidently he did something to me or somebody close to me that I can stand on it. And so if you fall, you fall, man. It ain't no way around it. You can't.
But you know what burns me up about that is the same person that you could be talking about, right? Mm-hmm. They'll be all on the internet talking about, look at this paint job I did and whoop de whoop and blah blah blah. And you in your head, like, you ever seen that little emoji with the top, with the head blowing, the top blowing off the head?
Yeah.
In my head, I'm thinking, I know you not on here acting like you 100. You is not. Right. And I typed the message once, then I delete it. Then I typed it.
Yeah.
Delete it. Yeah. I'm like, bro, you lying.
I see it all the time. And don't get me wrong, because we all do amongst each other, you know, people we know. We talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it. I just don't take mine online. But you better believe if somebody do me wrong, you will hear me mention it. And if you know me or anybody in the city or around me or know where my car was or my truck was, you'll know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say, I ain't no celebrity or nothing like that. But whatever I say, I can.
You Instagram famous.
Well, okay, I'm Instagram famous. But whatever I say, it gon' mean something. Whether I say it positive about a shop or a person, or if I say it negative, like, man, don't fool with dude. And probably if I say it, they probably ain't gonna fool with you. They probably ain't gonna spend no money. So that's why I try to be careful. I try to be patient, give people a chance. But if they blow it, they just blow it, man. You ain't gonna get no love from me.
So there's really no way that people can like avoid it.
No, you can't avoid it. You can't.
Especially when you saying you wouldn't speak up about it. Like, this is the thing, right? I guess it's just a fine line, right? I was thinking about starting like you know how like back in the days we look in the phone book like the yellow pages.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking about starting something like that for the car culture, where it's a directory you go to and we recommend these as reputable shops. Now, it's kind of like the Better Business Bureau. You got to keep your rating because when you off our list, you off our list.
Right.
But then, and we're going to work on that. Me and you, we're going to work on that. We are going to work on that. I didn't ask you. I just told you, right?
All right. Okay.
But then we got to speak up. We got to say it. Hey, listen, man, such and such shop. Hey, this is the reason they're off. They're no longer on our list. Right. And it's going to cause some controversy or issues, but I feel like it's for the greater good. It's people on here that work 9 to 5 and they working 2 and 3 and 4 jobs just trying to get their project together, and they take their car to your shop and then you screw them over.
Right. And
you just think it's okay that you just took my money. That's why I'm going to drive my car through your shop.
Yeah. Hey, I done seen it. I done been in a situation with somebody where they made them so mad. I ain't gonna say no names or cause a lot of people, well, the people who here in the city that's close to me, they know who I'm talking about. But man, he had the man vehicle so long, and he called me. He called me to meet him up there. And I'm just thinking we going to pick the vehicle up. I had my wife and kids with me. So we get up there, the vehicle's not done. They locking up the shop. And they pretty much like, nah, you ain't finna get it today. And I turned my head for 1 minute. And dude, the guy I was with, he had his wife and kids with him too. But he had them to block the driveway, right? So when they blocked the driveway, the owner of the shop, him and his wife and cousin, they was in the truck. They jumped the curb. Went through the grass to go down to the street. And man, when I turned around, man, the guy that I was with, he had his pistol out. Like you ain't going nowhere. Man, the police was called. The guy, my guy went to jail. Like, I had hid the gun. I'm talking about it was a whole. I ain't even gonna go too much deeper into.
So did he get his car?
He ended up getting it. I don't think I went and got it. I think his brother went and got it. Somebody went and got it though, like the next day or the next couple of days. He stayed in jail. I think he stayed in jail over the weekend. What? I think it was over the weekend, or he stayed in jail like a night or something. But it could have got real ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because you playing with this man, and the person that had his car does great work. I mean, great work. But his business side is messed up, and you will hear me talking about that. You will hear me talking about that a lot. If your business side messed up, I don't even want to fool with you. You can have the best work in the world, but if I can't get with you on that business level, I don't want to spend no money with you.
A lot of shop owners are not great businessmen.
Yep, and that's
it's kind of like being the president, right? You might not be the smartest person, but you got to have the smartest people around you. You need an office manager. You need this person. You need that person, but you got to be smart enough to recognize that you need these people.
Right.
Because you might not, if you got these people around you, you might not ever have to talk to a customer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But how do they get smart enough or have the wherewithal to know that this is what they need around.
Yep.
So I don't know because I have told some of my homeboys that own shops, bro, you have got to get a secretary. You got to get somebody to answer your phone. You can't be out there in the shop managing these guys. You may need to get a shop manager. You may need to get, you know what I'm saying? You at least got to have somebody to answer your phone.
Yep. I'm gonna tell you a situation like with my two cars, with my two vehicles, my old schools. I got LS swaps in both of them. Two different people did them. The guy my first LS swap was done in my box Chevy. And my people here in the city, they know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I ain't got to name names. But, I mean, he knows what he's doing. But his business side is, like, messed up.
Right.
You can't catch up with him. I mean, he's standing you up. I mean, it's just communication means a lot with me.
Right.
And when I decided to do my second vehicle, I took it elsewhere to another guy. Some people don't like him for certain reasons. Some people don't like the first person for certain reasons. But I pick and choose. So I knew after that first swap and all the people that I sent to him,
right.
he did the same, even worse as far as business-wise with them. I just knew I wasn't going to go back. So
right.
The person I went to this time, man, I'm talking about you give him a deposit. You give him a deposit. He puts you in line. He'll tell you, like, man, I got this many swaps in front of you. I'm gonna call you when it's your turn. Man,
right.
When he call you, he working on your car. He gonna get you out of there. You can go. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, but yeah, I just like a businessman. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
With him, like if I call him, like if I got a hiccup, well, we got to get some kinks out. Because when you get swaps, there, you don't have to get kinks out. Man, you call him, okay, he'll pull up at the house. Hey, he ain't got to, but it's like he kind of go the extra mile for people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take that all day. You know, both of them know they thing. Like I said. But I'm
that second one sounds like a great businessman that need to be in our yellow pages.
Hey, I'm telling you, he does, and I recommend him. I'm talking about I believe I done sent him a nice a handful of cars too. You know what I'm saying? That came off of my word. You know what I'm saying? And right. I don't want nothing. I don't want no kickback or nothing, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing good business and putting out the best quality work that you can, man. That's all I want you to do.
So how do you manage working what you do on YouTube and your social media and personal life? How do you balance that?
It's hard. Because people that know me or if you don't know me, I'm a barber full time. That's my full time career. I'm a barber. I do photography on the side just as a hobby. And I make a little money. I ain't went full time professional with it. I also do my YouTube thing, but I'm doing so much of each one to where I just gotta balance it. I want to put more into YouTube. I want to put more into photography, but I can't right now. Right. And barbering is that's my number one. That's my passion. That's my career. So I gotta really focus on my barbering. So, as far as family, you can look on my YouTube. On my Instagram bio. I keep it like that. God, family, money. It's been like that for years. You keep God first. You take care of your family. You keep God first. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your family. The money gonna come. That's just how I feel. That's my belief. And and you can ask people, man. When I say I'm doing something with my family, this family time. I don't care who riding out. I don't care what party, what car show going on. I'm a family man. So I don't think I neglect my family, And my wife, she's so supportive.
Aww.
And my wife's supportive. When I post stuff, like if I buy something for my cars or something, and I'll be like, shout out to my number one sponsor. I'm not saying sponsor because I'm saying she bought everything or bought something. I'm saying because she's sponsoring me with support, and that goes a long way with me, man. She don't give me no flack about no flack about the money I put in my cars because she told me you don't have no habits. I can raise the garage up and I can see where the money is. I ain't out here smoking, drinking, tricking it off, gambling it off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking nobody who has those vices. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I don't do it, and that's why my wife don't have no problem with it.
Well, I will say this. A couple things. First, big shout out to your wife, because that is a relationship goal for me. I know that whoever I end up with need to be a supportive partner in this car thing, because I don't want a Birkin bag. I want G-body stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a nice trade-off, but it also says something about a person when they can be supportive of your hobbies. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a lot of men and women that don't have somebody that supports. It's several. You know, I love. It's a lot of couples that I love for stuff like that. Mike and his old lady. You know, it's a lot of them. It's too many to name, and we don't have enough time. But I actually put a little collage together, probably maybe about a month or two ago, with all of them with music in it. It's like dope to see that. Mm-hmm. And then the second thing is, in doing the research, because I've been following you for a minute, but doing the research because I don't know you quite as personally as I know some of the other people. I can tell you that nobody had a bad word to say about you, and I was like, now that's amazing.
That's good.
I know people probably even got bad words to say about me, and I stay out the way.
Yeah, that's so. It feels good to hear that too.
So that speaks volumes about your character. You know what I'm saying? So that you should feel good about that. It's not many people that you can't catch nobody to say a bad word about them. Now maybe I just didn't catch the people who got a bad word to say about you, but but I didn't hear anything bad.
It might be a few, but make sure you check that story well.
Right.
There's always three sides to a story now, so
you're right.
It is what it is.
So what is there anything you would like to say in closing? And those are all my questions. Is there anything you would like for your fans, followers, supporters, hell, I guess even your haters, to know about 78 Chevy Boi?
Man, I pretty much put everything out there already that I want people to know, man. But really, it's just the same. It's the same with me. I've been the same. You can ask anybody that's been knowing me for years. I feel that I've been the same. Uh-huh. It's just I love the culture. I love to see people doing well, doing positive. And if you're not, you know what I'm saying, I can't wait until you do. I love to see you doing better. But no, I pretty much put everything out there right now, KP. I love cars. I love my family. You know what I'm saying? I love and I love to make some money. I love to make some money so I can keep doing what I do. But but I'm God fearing. I'm God fearing. I got my fun fact for you too.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on. I don't want to say that because it might be some kids or younger people looking on this.
You are. It's not many. I don't have many kids following me.
No, we still ain't gonna. We ain't gonna say that. I'll tell you that when I'm lying.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I can't say that. I don't know. I ain't too fun. I guess I'm not fun. You know what I'm saying?
Bilo, you are a kid. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff do like the 4-wheeler things. Like a lot of people probably don't know that I'm into that. Mm-hmm. That's something that really gives me a thrill when I'm out there. That's why I'm finna start another project and get back into it. Cause I still got my first 4-wheeler, but I'm finna switch it up a little bit and do that. Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a fun fact.
So we gonna see you out there with the dirt bike and the 4-wheeler guys riding.
Oh yeah, we mostly do mud. Yeah, we be out in the mud.
Oh, mud. Okay.
But one time I got on there and I told, I put a few videos on my YouTube channel with me out there on the 4-wheeler. Man, there was a couple people who were kind of mad. They were like, man, you need to start another page for that. Don't bring that stuff over here on this page. So I be kind of scared. I be kind of scared to put it on there, but I be trying to introduce people to other fun things because that's a different kind of fun. It might look like we just out there kicking up mud, getting stuck, but once you out there and just chilling and having fun, you got to experience it to know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to tell you, thank you so much for finally sitting down with me.
Okay.
And stopping ducking me. I'm just joking.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And it was a pleasure. And I'll do it again whenever you need me back home.
Yes, sir. And we're going to get together and talk about our idea.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get this thing going. And I have a couple more other people that we're going to get this thing going. Because, it's not fair to people for them to keep going through this. It's not fair. And I'm on the side of fair. I'm on the side of right. Mm-hmm. I probably missed out on a lot of money in my days being on the side of fair and right. But it's okay. I'm still blessed.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel, because right is right, and you can't change the truth. You can't change the truth. So you can keep changing the lie, but you can't change the truth. It is what it is. So we're gonna work on that. I
don't know any better way to end the interview. That's a dope saying. I'm gonna have to use that.
Hey, use it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You do the same, and everybody watching, y'all do the same. I just want to say, y'all go follow my YouTube page, 78 Chevy Boi. And if you're on here, you already following me on IG. My name is Percy Ward on Facebook. Y'all can go follow. Send me a request, man. I got like 700-800 requests. Send me a DM or something to let me know you saw this interview, and I accept your friend request. And that's pretty much all I gotta say, man. Stay humble, stay prayed up, and stay out the way.
Thank you. All
right, we out.
All right.